It's a very good day from Universal Orlando Resort. We are here for early park admission for Islands of Adventure. But we're not staying on resort, so how have we got early admission?
So, I went on the internet last night and I found this.
Did you find one too?
I found one too.
Me too. So, we are now Universal Orlando Resort pass holders. Don't know how that's happened, but why the hell not? We've been here enough, we're probably going to need it because we're going to be back next year as well in September. So it is a 12-month annual pass, so it'll cover next year's trip. But we are starting the day with early admission on, probably going to go straight to VelociCoaster as usual. And then Stephen will take us round on his usual route.
Hagrid's at 1.
Hagrid's at 1?
Yeah, it never fails at the moment.
No. Should we go in then?
Let's go.
If you do enjoy this vlog as you're watching through, please hit the like button. It's a little thumbs up below. Please comment, please subscribe. It's time to head into this amazing theme park resort. It's 8:20 in the morning and we are about to go and ride one of the best roller coasters in the world, VelociCoaster. It's about 15-20 minute queue, I think. Well, obviously the park opens at 8 o'clock, so it's taken us 20 minutes to get the car park to VelociCoaster, which I don't think is bad going really. Hagrid's is actually closed currently, so a lot of people are probably going to go to VelociCoaster first rather than Hagrid's, but yeah, it's saying 15 minutes on the board I think, so we'll take that.
Don't forget to empty your pockets. You will be home.
VelociCoaster is so good, going again. And I think it was less than 15 minutes. 15 minutes including the walking, so yeah, take 2, VelociCoaster. How many times have we been on VelociCoaster, Steve?
I can't remember a lot.
Is it
3?
Yeah, it was 3 times. 2 in the back row, 1 in the front row. Let's ask Andy what he thought. How was it?
Absolutely fantastic. The difference between front and back going on at less than 10 minutes gave you a totally different experience. How big a difference there is. It's almost like being on 2 different rides.
Yeah.
I enjoy the way that you go through this. It's element after element. You're going through, you think it's slowing down, it goes into an element, banks, and bang!
Off again.
It's taken off again. And on the helix, on the turnaround, got an element, airtime right in the middle of that. Oh, I forgot how good this was. Sorry Taran, this is my #1 launch coaster.
No, I agree. Riding the front is different to riding the back, but there is no bad seat on this coaster.
Nope.
If they say go in the middle, I'll go in the middle, and then you get like a weird combination of the two. Like it's not as intense as either, but you get like a good amount of airtime of like both elements, so the front and the back kind of combined.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's a fantastic roller coaster, and I'll be honest, in 13 days time, Universal might be saying, hey, we have a roller coaster there. Meanwhile, it's Miami Port getting shipped over to the UK. We need a ride like this. So, like people say, Hyperion is not the same. This needs to come to the UK, and people will then realise that there are some incredible roller coasters out there, and maybe Hyperion would be dethroned than being the best UK coaster. But yeah, fantastic, loved it. Staff very efficient. Hagrid's was late this morning, so everyone was coming to VelociCoaster. They managed to keep it to under a 20-minute wait, which is really good considering the volume of people that are down here. Showed Hagrid's up a little bit, to be fair. Hagrid's opened, everyone left and it was walk on.
Yeah,
so
literally walk on.
Yeah.
What's the plan now?
Hang on, we've got a bit of a problem here.
While you think about that, I'll do a quick review myself. So I think it's one of the best roller coasters I've been on out of the 500 odd I've been on. I've not been on as many as Andy. He's been on like 900 odd, but for me, one of the best in the world that I've done. Absolutely incredible. The airtime, the launches, the forces, and just the twisting and the twisty transitions. Just, it's got everything. Great coaster, great theming, efficient, looks great. Loads of places you can stand and watch it. Just, for me, the overall package, one of the best roller coasters in the world. And if it was up to me, I could quite happily sit on it all day, but I know we've got things to do and we've got a vlog to film, so I'm sure we'll come back to it later on. But absolutely sensational roller coaster. Love it.
Is it a good time to talk about what we've done with the ticket?
Go for it.
Have we talked about the ticket?
Go for it.
So I had a 14-day ticket, and I'm coming back in September, and they do an annual pass, which would cover me for that time. So we went to guest services and said, "Oh, is there anything we can do with the tickets to put it towards an annual pass?" Was it 350?
328.
328.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great value if you're out here and you've got a 14-day ticket and you decide, you know what, I want to come back to Epic Universe next year. It might be a great shout for you to just check and see if it's going to work for you, because I've saved myself a fortune. Oh, free parking.
Yes.
that was going to pay for itself.
Food and drink discount.
Food and drink discount.
Bring a friend discount.
Bring a friend discount.
This is the thing, there's so many like discounts, it's such good value, and I'm well chuffed I've done it. I did feel a bit stupid doing it at first, but
Same.
when they were talking this through, I'm like, this is stupid not to do it. So yeah, we're all pass holders now, and that's how that kind of ended up, and I think it was a good shout, so I'm well chuffed. I'm now worried I'm going to try and come back a bit sooner than September then.
If anyone wonders why we didn't get on everything today, blame this guy. Well, after VelociCoaster, we had a bit of an eventful morning. We decided to leave the park and go and sort out the hotel situation. I don't know if you'll have seen our travel vlog. There goes the hole. If you've not seen the travel vlog, a very quick recap. I will put a link at the top of the screen for it. But anyway, we decided to go and move the hotels. We are now staying at Universal Endless Summer Resort Dockside. I think it's a good choice, mate.
Yeah, I wouldn't have slept right after last night, so.
But yeah.
But anywho, there's a few issues. We've got some technical problems in the Islands of Adventure. So, you know, people say these rides never break down. They do break down. VelociCoaster is down and Hagrid is down. Safety is the most important thing. Some of the rides have a bit of a bigger queue than we'd like at the moment. But we're going to try the Hulk.
We've lost you.
Oh, hello.
Kettle's boiled.
We're going to try the Hulk.
Yeah.
It's just behind us. It's very loud.
Is it?
If you can't hear it in the back.
You'll hear it now.
It's good, isn't it? So yeah, we're going to do that Spider-Man and just cover this area while they get the rides back open on the other side of the park. How was the Hulk? The Hulk? Well, I needed...
Did you? Do you want to explain?
I did try, but if you are a larger build, they have a double belt on it in certain rows. Just speak to them and they'll guide you to it. Straight on, to be fair, I had quite a lot of room. I reckon I probably could have gone in a normal seat, but I didn't want to risk the operations because they're like sending them out.
They are chucking the trays out.
I don't want to be that guy who's like trying to squeeze into row one and they're like, oh, it won't go. Oh, we've missed our interval now. It's ruining our throughputs. I'm not that kind of guy, so yeah, I know I get on that row. I just went to that row. I enjoyed it. It's a bit rough. A lot of positive G, isn't there, Andy?
A lot of positive G on it, yeah. It was pretty insane, the G on it. It's constant. I have to think, well, just here. That's when you first got a break from it. Then the brake ran, then away again. It was just almost 90% constant positive G, so if you like the positive G, this is a good one. I didn't find it as rattly as last time I was on it. Never got my ears battered this time, because that's the problem having glasses on a headbanger. It really hurts when it goes down, but no, I actually really enjoyed that.
How long have you been riding that coaster?
Since it opened.
Yeah. How does it compare? Obviously it got retracked.
This, I really enjoyed the first one.
Yeah.
Near the end of it, like, it did get a real headbanger, so it wasn't enjoyable. I think I was on it just after it was retracked. Again, absolutely brilliant. It's went a little bit down, but not much. It's still an enjoyable coaster now.
I believe you've been on the teacups too.
I'm up the Storm Force Acceleratron, isn't it?
Something like that.
Oh, alright. Yeah, I'm just going to make noises. That's probably how I think of it.
Don't.
It was a little bit.
I just thought it's worth a mention that I didn't do a review of the Hulk because I actually sat it out this time. We went on it in September and it just did all sorts of things to my head. I felt a little bit dizzy after it, which has never happened to me on a B&M roller coaster before, other than when I was battling cancer in 2015. So, and to be fair, I'm not sure I should have got on that coaster when I did, but now I'm a lot healthier than I was back then. And 2 months ago, the Hulk was just so intense for me that I thought, I'm not so sure about that one again. So that's why I set it out on this occasion. I might well do it towards the end of our trip in a few days' time. Well, I say a few days' time, in about 10 days' time. But for now, first full day, I'm going to give it a miss, or I did give it a miss. And yeah, it's over to Dr. Doom now, the S&S Shot Towers. There, mate. Hello.
Is it me? Or does this guy have a real punchable face? Look, he's getting closer!
We've had some food in the superhero diner, and it's now time for us to do the amazing adventures of Spider-Man with a 5-minute queue. Spider-Man, it's always great, but as we're walking through the park, Stephen says he wants to change Toon Lagoon, so go ahead, mate, what do you want to do?
Well, I feel like I know a lot of these characters from when I was growing up, but you've got the likes of Dudley Do-Right. Does anyone actually know who Dudley Do-Right is anymore? It's not really, I don't think it's been on since I was a child, to be fair, on any of the TV things, and I barely remember it.
I don't remember it.
Popeye I remember a bit more, but again, I guess as the youngsters, I don't think I've seen Popeye for a long time, like on TV, so... I feel like now it kind of needs a little bit of an update because the IPs have kind of disappeared a little bit.
Yeah.
Something, like I'm not saying get rid of it completely. I like the idea of it, like with the wacky animations they have and the effects they have, like the water going into the pipe and out the other side. So I quite like that. I just think that they need to get another. Well, it's like the water ride part of the park, isn't it? But I think it'd be nice if they had something else other than a water ride, some kind of dark ride or cartoony themed dark ride. I don't really know what.
They're putting a lot of focus in, well, they have put a lot of focus into Epic Universe over the last couple of years in terms of it opening next year. So I think this area and what is it, Poseidon? That area of this park, they'll probably get some sort of redevelopment eventually, but the thing is they've been doing Epic Universe and now they might well be designing a UK park, so.
Yeah, well I think they will still jump onto projects over here. I think this one will be next, but I don't say get rid of it because I think Popeyes is well known enough to still exist.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think, so like this end's fine. Do Rights, which is just over there.
Yeah.
And back where we've just been through. The comic strip cafe area.
Yeah.
I think, if, I don't know where the space is there, but I'd try and get some kind, maybe even an Omni Mover dark ride.
Yeah.
With cartoons in or something. I don't really know what cartoons Universal kind of own the IP for, to think about what I'd put in.
Sometimes you just buy them in anyway.
Yeah, they might well do. So whatever's kind of popular at the moment would probably go in well in the area. Just something a little bit newer, because I feel it's a little bit retro now. I don't think that was the vibe they were going for. I think they were kind of going in the 90s, like well-known cartoons, which they were back then, but now it's kind of not so much. So probably going to miss Popeyes.
Yeah.
I think we need to get swimming shoes after last time.
Yeah, we've left them in the hotel this time, haven't we? But
Yeah.
we're coming back here next week anyway, so...
Yeah, we've had a little bit of a shorter day because of the issues we had earlier on, but like I think we're trying to recover it now. I don't see why we can't get everything done. So next, we're thinking of going maybe Lost River, so the Jurassic Park River Adventure as you go past.
Yeah, I'm
on
up
the
for
way
that.
to Forbidden Journey.
I'm up for that.
And then we'll I Spy Hagrid. It's had a few technical issues today, and the normal 1 o'clock dip isn't happening.
Nope.
But I'm hoping it's going to be like a few hours later, and we should be able to get on it. So.
Go and see some dinosaurs then.
Yeah, let's go see some dinos.
We're going on. Are we going?
Of course we are.
We're going on, yeah.
Just note, we did pass a multi-million-pound attraction on the way here.
Which one?
I'm sorry to everybody who likes it, but Kong. Sorry. I'm not waiting 40 minutes to sit on a bus. It ain't happening. But yeah, we're going on something far superior.
Here it comes again.
They're on it, aren't they?
There it is.
But there's going to be no queue for that, the way they're sending them out, so let's go, eh?
Re-rides.
What on this?
Let's go. Time to go and see a T-Rex.
We'll re-ride until we get soaked.
What's next, mate?
Hagrid's. Hagrid's Magical Motorbike Adventure. It's quite a mouthful.
Yeah, it is. I thought you were going into a story there. I didn't realise that was a full name.
Yeah, so we had some technical issues with it this morning. It was meant to be on the ERT.
Yeah.
It's been down for most of the morning, to be fair. So its peak has been a little bit later. It's just dropped to 60. It's about 2:30 now, so we're going to jump in and get it done.
Right, let's go. So we can't film in the queue or anything in this one. The bags have got to go straight into the locker, so I might well chuck in some off-ride footage when we were last here in September, or I might try and film the same shots again, but there is very little in terms of viewpoints of this coaster. But we'll go and do it, and we'll let you know how it goes.
Go on then.
Well, we've just been on Hagrid's twice. Why have we been on twice, mate? What did you do?
I don't know. I guess they like me. They just said, as we were getting off the ride, they're like, if you want to go again, go to the family room. They seemed to know that we were coming around, and
Nobody questioned it.
guided us back on. I'm not complaining. if they instructed me to go, I'll go again. So, you know what? I think that has made the trip very memorable. Like
Yeah.
just a little gesture like that, it makes you... Because it's the busiest ride on the park. It's the most
definitely.
popular ride on the park. You're not going to get many goes on it. So to get 2 in a day, I've never done 2 in a day here. So they've made it a very special day. So to the team on Hagrid's, thank you very much. I appreciate what you've done for us. You've made us have a much better day. Fantastic. Because you don't even do Fast Pass on this yet.
No.
So
He's playing it down a little bit. It was because of his humour. He made a ride attendant laugh, but he didn't just make one of them laugh, he made them all laugh. And I think that's why we got the second go. Because I had a similar incident 2 years ago on VelociCoaster, where I just was talking amongst my group and said, oh, the operations on this are incredible. When we come back round, they were like, oh, you guys, you can have another go. And it's like, oh, okay. So
I remember that, you left me behind, didn't you?
yeah, sorry, mate. You weren't quick enough. Right, how's the ride then?
It's one of the most technologically advanced rides out there. I'd say this is probably one of Intamin's flagship attractions.
Yeah.
It has insane throughput. However, today it isn't running at its best, unfortunately. There is a few stoppages. I think it's misbehaving because it was open late and they're nursing it through the day, I think. There are times where everything kind of stops for a little bit. But they're doing a fantastic job keeping it going. I love the coaster. I think it's a great mix of elements. It is, like we said last time, someone went into him and said, what do you currently offer as track elements?
So they offered everything.
And they're like, we do this, we'll take it all. You know what, let's get 2 of them.
Yeah.
How many launches do you sell?
Yes.
We've got a power plant, we'll have 7. I don't know how many it's got.
I think it was more a case of Intamin said to Universal, how many launches do you want? Yes. So
we'll have loads.
So they got several. How many trains do you want? Yes. So they just got them all. What did Andy think?
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. The way the ride flows from start to finish, the storyline, obviously, I like Harry Potter, so the way they've themed it is really well. But also the way they've run the track,
Yeah.
and the way they've got the multiple launches on it. I ride a motorbike,
Yeah.
and it's like some of the country roads that I go on. It's emulated bang on for that kind of thing, slowing down for little bits of storyline. It just flows all the way through, whether it's accelerating, braking, up the needle. There's a couple of surprises that it's got. Absolutely phenomenal ride.
I was never really sold on Hagrid's, I'll be honest. I was like, why are they replacing 2 B&M inverts with what basically Hagrid's is? But I am sold on it. It just works so well. I've never watched Harry Potter. I've watched the credits now. The credits were on the other day. They were really good, by the way.
You're nearly there.
Yeah, we're getting there. In a serious matter, you don't have to have watched the films to enjoy the ride. And it is an excellent coaster. And I mean, just it's mental round here. Mental because it just draws in Potter fans and everyone wants to come and see it. And you know what? If that means that Universal are going to keep investing here in the UK when they get there and everywhere else, then yeah, keep coming and riding Hagrid's and we'll queue because it's worth it. But yeah,
It's not just Potter fans. I'm not a Potter fan by
You
any
are.
means.
You are.
I'm not. To be fair, I had watched the movies when I first came to this park, so when I did Forbidden Journey, I hadn't seen the film. And I think Back to the Future was the same when I did that back when I was younger in '99. I'd never seen the film. Doing the ride made me then watch the films, so I understood what was going on a bit more. But you don't need to have seen it to enjoy it. It kind of gets you a bit more interested in what you've just done.
Yeah.
So it's great, really, seeing the movies with the rides and the rides kind of enhancing the movies. It's a good combination.
yeah.
Fantastic, yeah.
And on that note, Forbidden Journey.
Great news.
So busy. But yeah, Forbidden Journey time. 15-minute queue.
I'm really sorry, guys, but I just broke Forbidden Journey. At least we got the ride.
We did. We got a full cycle.
The second my foot went on a conveyor, they all stopped. Maybe it's a sign that I need to do more on the rowing machine. I don't know.
The thing is, what's funny is as soon as I put my foot on it and it stopped, I nearly went flying because I was like, oh, it stopped. So thanks, mate.
Maybe it's both.
Probably. To be fair, there's probably a lot of weight on that conveyor at once.
To be fair, I am Mr. Technical Problem, so following me over to Orlando, it seems.
How was it?
Fantastic experience. It's one of the best ride systems I think that have ever been made out there. The throughputs are just insane. Conveyor belt the ride, and it's a relatively thrilling experience. I don't know, I might be wrong with saying this, but I'm sure I remember when I first did it, it had inversions.
Really?
Yeah, because there's like a bit where you go right on your back, but I'm sure it used to kind of go fully upside down and you got a really good view of like this giant statue head that you go through the mouth of. You kind of briefly see it, but you can't really see it anymore because it's a bit toned down.
I did notice that this time, whereas last time I didn't.
This has changed it hasn't done it for a long time, but I'm sure I remember it doing that. Let me know in the comments. Comment and say, Steve, you're wrong, it's never done that. But I'm sure it used to be more intense, but it's still good as it is, even like tamed down. It's a fantastic ride. So.
Am I right in thinking that this is going to be like the same ride system as Epic Universe in the Dark Universe bit?
So it's not confirmed.
Not
but
confirmed.
The rumours are, and to be fair, the rumour mill these days seems to be scarily, shockingly true. So it comes up with an insane rumour.
I'm going to jump in there though and say there is a reason for that, and sometimes it's because people in parks can't say it officially, so they use people that they trust, usually content creators, to get information out there, which is why all the King Dakar stuff has probably come from a credible source within a park.
It's ride system at Dark Universe, because it is a really good ride system.
What does Andy think?
Oh, it's an absolutely fantastic ride. I love the way it transitions between the screens to reality, the animatronics, and it's not just one part of one film. There's a few different films in there. The way it runs through, it's just an absolutely brilliant ride. As I say, Steven's already covered the technical side of it, but just the theming and everything, the way everything's done, and it's one of the better screens ones that I've seen.
Yeah.
Because some of them, when you're going through them, it's just that little bit out of focus, which to me spoils it a bit. But not, that is an absolutely amazing ride, and I hope other ones come like that.
As a Harry Potter fan, because me and Scott, obviously, they're not really.
No.
What do you think of like the whole queue experience up until actually getting on the ride?
Oh,
That's a bit of beyond me, you see.
The queue experience, like so you got the great hallway with the stairs and everything like that, the talking pictures, that's absolutely bang on everything that you got in the film. You're going through, you've got Gryffindor, the common room that you go through just before you get on the ride. You've got the sorting hat. There's so many different parts of the films. It really, Harry Potter fans, that's an absolute must to do. There's so much to immerse you into it, thinking you're in Hogwarts and going through it. You know, if we blindfolded you, took the barriers away, stuck you in there, you would not know that you weren't in there. That's how good they've done everything with this ride. It's absolutely fantastic.
A true 10 out of 10 experience. Where next?
Copyright strike. It was dead windy through most of it. I couldn't hear anything, but at the end I just distinctively.
I was wondering if someone had passed wind because it was very still, and then all of a sudden the trees were just shaking everywhere. So
we're going to get the Twister experience back.
Yeah. Well, we've had a little bit of a break from the rides here at Universal, and it's got dark very, very quickly. And there is now just an hour left here to do the rides. So we're going to finish today by riding VelociCoaster a couple of times. It's currently on like a 20-25 minute queue, hopefully no more. So we'll just see what it's like, see how many goes we can get on it, and enjoy the last hour here on the best ride here.
Keep you and your belongings safe during your Raptor run today. Let's get you ready to enter the paddock with real live Raptors.
So it's time for us to wrap up our day here at Islands of Adventure. We'll start with Stephen. How's it been, mate?
Well, it's my favourite park. It hasn't let me down. Because to be fair, today has been a challenging day for us because we had a few problems. Nothing to do with Universal. Universal have been great, but other things going on our first day have kind of made it a bit stressful. But they've made this day so good to enjoy because, like the Hagrid's thing we had earlier, the staff, every staff member we've interacted with today has been in a brilliant mood and fantastic and helpful, and I just think that makes a big difference, doesn't it? Like,
it does.
If you've got people who are happy about what they're doing and having a good time, it rubs off on everyone else in the park. So it's a next level experience in my eyes. The staff are what make it, and having this amazing technology and everything else, and the rides and the amazing staff all together in one place. It's a recipe for a brilliant park, and I'll be honest, the thought of getting a Universal park in the UK now is just like I'm frothing at the mouth wanting it. So yeah, I think the highlight for me was definitely Hagrid's.
Yeah,
that's the most bizarre but brilliant thing that's happened to me while being at Islands of Adventure.
How was that VelociCoaster night ride?
Oh, I don't even need to say. It's imagine the best ride you've ever had on a roller coaster, and then just times it by like infinity. You know, it just
didn't Alton Towers say that about 13? You're not setting the bar very high here, mate.
Okay, so the issue is, what do you mean we're setting the bar very high? I'm saying VelociCoaster is an amazing roller coaster. 13 is still a good roller coaster, but it's not quite.
I knew you'd take the Alton Towers bait. I knew it.
It's not quite VelociCoaster. you got to bear in mind though, 13 does hold a special place to me because obviously I've worked on it for such a long time. There's not much I don't know about it, so it's hard to like hear it in a bad. It was marketed wrong. I'll give you that.
Andy, get the fishing net. We've caught a big one here.
Keep digging.
I'm not digging.
All in all, good day.
Yeah, here, fantastic. Had a great day, and I'll be back at some point during this trip because it's just a brilliant park, and one day isn't enough to really take it all in. That you need a few days to kind of go on everything and take it all in for what it is. So I'm really looking forward to Universal Studios.
Yes, that's tomorrow.
I haven't been there for quite a while now. Like we've been in and out, but not like a full day. So I'm really looking forward to actually going on the Mummy. I'm looking forward to Rip Ride Rocket.
Get the medic.
It's not that bad, but I can see why. I think its days are numbered, so I think we should enjoy it while it's.
What you're saying is you're glad that Halloween Horror Nights isn't on this time.
That's true. Although I did get chased by a chainsaw like I did at SeaWorld, so that was not fun. It wasn't on camera because what happened is basically
you turned into Usain Bolt.
Muggins here decided to tell one of them that I'm not a fan of chainsaws. I ended up with
4.
Was it only 4? It felt like a million to be fair. I was gone. I got told off for running. But well, there we go. So yeah, if you're ever thinking of coming to Islands of Adventure, please do not miss this park. People do tend to get absorbed into the Disney bubble, which is great, but do not miss this one out. This is the gem of Orlando in my eyes. Like, this is my favourite park to come to, and the do not miss park. So make sure, even if it's just for a day, get Islands of Adventure on the list because it will blow your mind, and the rides are just next level. Maybe not Con, everything else amazing.
Had a brilliant day. The atmosphere in the whole park today has been brilliant. Just what Stephen said, the staff have been brilliant, they're bubbly, they've really helped with the atmosphere of maybe dance or joke with you. You couldn't ask for anything better on holiday or in a theme park like that. We've obviously been to ones where it's been miserable and it really brings your day down. These guys are absolutely brilliant, but the park, the rides are just phenomenal here. There's something to do for the wee ones up to Granny. There's different areas that can go in. There's something for everyone to do here, and I've obviously been here with the family, and it's always a brilliant day. One side of the park, even if Granny or that just wants to wander around, taking the scenery, it's absolutely fantastic. But today, weather's not been too hot. I think this is the most pleasant it's ever been when I've been here. Really enjoyed today.
Excellent. Yeah, just to pick up from that, no humidity today. The best way to describe it is it's been a bit like being in Spain. It's very hot, but it's manageable. So the camera battery is about to go, and I'm feeling lazy, and I'm not going to change it. So I'm going to wrap this up really quickly. Universal staff, incredible. Universal's rides, incredible. If you are coming to Florida, Orlando, do not just do Disney. Make sure you come to Universal because it is world class and you will have an amazing time. That's all for now. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It's a little thumbs up below. Please comment, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.